Guys, ebomey here, and this isn't really going to be a how-to. There's a lot of great YouTube videos already out there. If you are looking to sporterize a Mosin Nagant, I highly recommend Iraqi Veteran 888. He has an entire series on it, mostly how to do it the right way. I'm going to give you a few, not pointers, but maybe you're like me and you don't have access to an entire gunsmithing setup. Just some of the things that he uses, you're looking at $700 just for some tools. In this situation, you'd use one time, and there's no way the average person is going to do that. So, for instance, as of right now, I'll tell you where it is. I have obviously removed it from my wooden stock, and I started off by removing the rear iron sight. As you can see, they silver soldered it. I used a torch like this to pick it up the heat a little bit. I used MAP gas. And I just continued with the heat. Continued with the heat back and forth over the iron sight, down the center and down the sides until it. And for me, I've seen other guys really have to go to town on the heat. Evidently, I got really lucky, and without it even glowing yet, I was able to. I just set it down on the ground and lightly tapped, and it came right off. There is a couple of pins that you do need to remove prior to the heat and pulling it off of there. And that one is in still good shape. So if it ever needed to be used again, or someone needed one, that one survived. As of right now, I haven't decided. I've seen taking a grinder to this and smooth it off. Right now, as far as the project goes, I just wanted to get that out of the way for a scope mount. Then the next thing was cutting the barrel down. What I also learned from Iraqi Veteran is to determine the length that you have right now. I took a rod and I ran it in until it hits the front of the bolt, and I guess that's what is used to determine the length, like in this situation. So I ran that down there, and with the you can see my mark on the rod with my thumb. I simply held that, pulled the rod out, and marked it, and I wanted to bring it down to 22 inches, so that meant I needed to cut 6 inches off. So basically, once you have this measurement, you can measure from the end to your mark, and in this case it was 28 inches, so I knew I needed to take 6 inches off of it. Next, cutting it. Yeah, if you have a nice way to put it in a vise and have a nice bandsaw or something. I personally have a handheld bandsaw. I got it to come out pretty good, and then what I did is with a Dremel tool and a cone-shaped stone, I added or put the crown back in it, and then just smoothed off the edge so that it wasn't sharp. And while you have this out of the frame, always remember that little pin back here is easily, there's nothing holding it in there, so be careful not to lose that. So basically where I am right now is this has been cut down and is all set to try it out in the ATI Monte Carlo stock. So let's see if how that works out for me. if I'm going to have to be doing some work on it, or if I can pull it out of the box and have everything turn out okay. So let me reposition the camera and we'll give that a try. Okay. Start with the mag box and trigger guard assembly right off the bat. Mine is fitting in there very nicely. Again, taking note of that little pin holding the trigger in. Set it all down inside there. And right off the bat, I'm noticing that this is so far is looking good. Put that front screw in. I'm not going to go super tight right away. I want to get the other one in. Oops. Again, smacking the Enterprise. Now I'm going to snug this one up. Flip it around. Check to see how it's seated. Still got just a little bit of a gap there. That's good. Okay, the two issues that you could the biggest issue that you could have right now. That functions good. There could be a clearance issue with the magazine interrupter. Let's see here. Put this right here. And the one way to be sure of that is how everything functions at this point. Okay, well, I guess as it stands right now, I am not experiencing any clearance issues with my ATI stock. So the next thing for me in the next time that you see this will be I'm not sure what route I'm going, but since it's already an ATI stock, I thought I probably am just going to continue with ATI items and go with the ATI scope mount and the ATI turn down bolt handle. In case you're asking yourself, maybe you're not familiar with Sporterizing a Mosin, the reason that you need to turn this down is when it's in the up position, it's straight up, and that will be in the way of a scope. The other thing, if you saw the unboxing, is ATI sent me a universal bipod. After looking at it, I think this particular bipod would be better suited to go on the 1022 build as opposed to something with a heavier recoil like this. So I picked up the Blackhawk. They call it the transverse. It allows you to not only pivot the gun side to side, but actually left and right also. And setup on these is very, very easy also. It uses your front sling swivel mount. Yeah, there's something I was never able to do, is put the rifle on the up here without it. It never fit before because of the longer barrel. So you just get it into both of the swivel. Snaps into both of the swivel. Then push it up. Just gonna, before I get it tight, make sure that it's aligned right. So it would just be on the safe side. I'm not going to get extra really crazy, but give it a little turn with the screwdriver. And when you loosen this up, like I said, not only can you move the gun side to side, but it allows a little bit of left and right. And if you don't want any of that motion, you just hit the thumb adjuster, and there you go. So for the cost of the ATI stock, and maybe you do or don't want to do some kind of a bipod on this, I'm probably going to be using this as a bench gun and not a hunting rifle. At least as for right now, I'm not. So to do a project like this, if you have, you could even do this as far as shortening the barrel. You could use a hacksaw and a file and some sandpaper. The crowning tool, or to crown it, is something you may or may not have to have a gunsmith do for you. But I have to say that I really do like the looks of the Mosin in the ATI stock, and like I said, I ended up with zero clearance issues. Everything seems to be functioning just fine, and I do really like the way that it looks. End treatment, they got a nice pad on the end of it. So there you guys go. If you have any questions, otherwise next time you see this, I hope to be putting a scope mount on it and modifying the bolt to use the ATI turn down style one. You'll utilize your stock bolt by cutting this existing one off and using the ATI setup. So I just wanted to give you guys a fast look at where my Mosin Nagant sporterizing project is, and I'm really kind of liking this. I am undecided what I plan on doing with the barrel and stuff. If I'm going to just leave it and enjoy it, or take it to the next extreme and do some Duracoat, I guess we will have to see. You know, like always, your feedback is always welcome. So there you guys go. If you're looking to do something like this and you want to be able to stay on a budget, it can be done without an expensive array of tools, and ATI gun stocks really can help you get you there without breaking the bank. So there you guys go, and we'll see you for the next installment when I get some more things in for the ATI Mosin Nagant build. Thanks, guys.